Boom! At the open, our all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this, it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottom. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them cans, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Today was a surprise. We got a surprise, and that surprise came from not inflation, but the Fed. The Fed. This is why you always got to be, this is why you got to be neutral. Like, this is why you've got to be able to understand what the bigger picture is and what other catalysts are at play that are moving this market. Because today, the Federal Reserve staff basically told you that their base case, their expectation is a mild recession. That is what you got today at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the Fed minutes came out. The Fed minutes are the notes from the previous Fed meeting, which happened on March 22nd. And we found out that the staff of the Fed says base case. That means that's what they expect to be the most likely scenario, is we're going to have a mild recession. That's new. At not one point throughout this entire process did anyone at the Fed say, we think there's going to be a recession. Now, one time, you got that today. Now, this may be a surprise to a lot of people. It's not a surprise to us, because if you've been on this live stream at any point over the last 8 months, then you would have heard me tell you specifically, I expect a mild recession in 2023. It's been my base case for months. You go back to August of last year, and I said, mild recession in 2023. Markets have crashed. Markets have rallied since then. And every single time people say, well, Mike, do you think still mild recession? The market's rallying. Yes, still think mild recession. Or Mike, you still think mild recession? The markets are crashing. Yes, still think mild recession. I've been calling for it. Okay? Them telling you the base case is a recession is like them saying, oh, it's transitory. Right? This is what we've been talking about. This is what we've been expecting. This is what we have been planning for. So now I will say this. That threw a whole wrench in the system today. Now, I did a live stream last night, and I told you guys, okay, based on inflation data, if the data is this, I think the market's going to do that. If the data is this, I think the market's going to do this. I was not anticipating the Fed saying we believe base case now recession. That changed everything. Okay? That changed everything. Congratulations to all of our members and any viewers that followed me on the Alibaba short from yesterday. That was a swing trade. If you caught the live stream yesterday, you knew that I was long Meta and short Baba. I've exited both of those positions today. Final profit off the table. Members that held on to put options were telling me today a 200% gain on put options from yesterday to today. Congratulations. I was in the equity. I was short the equity from 133 cents and covered today at 93.72. I think it was 93.72, I believe was the fill. So final take profit for me, that's a 6-to-1 for what I was risking to what I actually made on the trade. I don't give a damn that the Fed told you today that they expect there to be a mild recession, because I've been planning for that this entire time. And what we're going to discuss today, maybe now finally people are going to start listening to me. Maybe now finally people are going to start to get their act together and start to prepare and start to educate themselves on how they can make money during that environment rather than have their backs up against the wall. If you're nervous, now that the Fed told you that they expect there to be a recession, if you're nervous about it, it's not here yet, but it's coming. And I've been trying to prepare you for the last 6 to 8 months. Get prepared now. Get prepared now. Learn how to make money in the markets when stocks go down. Learn about put options. Learn to short. Learn about inverse ETFs so that you can generate an extra source of income for yourself and for your family during those times. I've had some of the smartest economic minds on the planet on this live stream, including Steve Leisman, as recently as this past Sunday, talking to you about this exact situation, this exact scenario. Now, luckily for a lot of people that are part of True Trading Group, that R word recession does not scare any one of us. As a matter of fact, the last real recession that we had, I don't really count COVID as a recession. That was the fastest recession in history. And it was a pandemic-based recession. It wasn't true economic activity recession. The last true recession we had was 2008 and 2009. Well, I received the Trader of the Year award from the hedge fund that I was working at during that time period. So this is not a new environment to me. If stocks going down does not scare me. I know how to make money when stocks go down. Members of True Trading Group know how to make money when stocks go down. But if just now you're finally coming to the realization that that mild recession is coming, then you are running out of time to do something about it. If and when that recession shows up, if you are shell-shocked by it, you have no one to blame except yourself, because this is the most highly anticipated and most highly forecasted recession that I've ever seen in history. Usually recessions come up and they surprise you. Nobody's really ready for it. Like 2008, nobody was ready for that. Now, I don't think this is going to be anything like 2008, so don't freak out. 2008 was a severe, deep recession. I don't expect that at all. I don't expect this to be anything like 2008. I expect it to be a mild recession. And neither did Steve Leisman. I had Steve Leisman on this live stream too, just this past Sunday. And he also kind of in that mild recession camp, but also said he does not expect this to be 2008. And now that's someone, now I received the Trader of the Year award in 2008. Steve Leisman received an Emmy Award for his coverage as a journalist during the 2008 great financial crisis. So if you're talking about people that know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to banking crisis, when it comes to recession, when it comes to that type of macro environment, our track record speaks for itself. And guess what? Steve Leisman is still investing. And guess what? I've still got money on the sidelines that I'm getting ready to put into the markets when that recession shows its face, because that's what recessions do. Recessions reset valuations. And recessions is where you're going to make money. That's where you're going to build wealth, because everything is going to be on sale. But you have to be in a position to take advantage of the sale. What good is the sale if you can't take advantage of it, or if you don't know how to take advantage of it? And guys, if you're here from the Stockmaster app, welcome. You guys are all in the right place. Again, if you're here from the Stockmaster app, welcome. You're all in the right place. The Fed shocked the market today. Fed staff telling you we expect a mild recession as our base case. That's why the markets moved to the downside today. And a handful of other things happened. Some Fed members were speaking. You also had the France president speaking. Okay, talking about the European Central Bank and what their views on inflation are. A lot happened today in the markets. It wasn't just CPI. A lot of different things were thrown into the pot today to move the markets the way that they did. Some were expected, some were not. But now it's our job to figure out what this all means going forward. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. You got PPI inflation data. You got jobless claims. Friday, you have retail sales numbers. That's going to tell you really the strength of the consumer. There's a lot of data that's still here to unfold. So what does this mean now going forward? Now, I've been telling you guys on this live stream for the last several weeks that I'm looking to buy long-dated put options on the SPY. Some January expiration, some like 380 strike puts. I'm looking to sink my teeth into those, and I plan on holding them for the next 6 to 8 months as that mild recession really shows its face. What does my game plan now look like going forward, and how are we going to make money both in the near term, but also in the long term? We're going to talk about it. We're going to answer all those questions for you guys here today on this live stream. So welcome. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. If you guys don't know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform available to retail traders today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, I go live right here. Myself, other TTG Pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, market commentary that can help you become better traders and investors. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure you guys turn on your notifications. You never want to miss out on any one of these live streams. Why should you listen to anything I have to say? I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. You know, I began my career, my first job out of college, working at a fund in New York. I had to go through a 3-month educational training program where other professional traders taught me the proper way how to navigate these markets. That's how I learned how to become a trader. I didn't figure it out by myself watching YouTube videos or reading Reddit. Then you fast forward. I'm sorry. Then 2008 happened, and that was when I won the Trader of the Year award. But then, you fast forward, and I'm the co-founder of True Trading Group. And along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders we have members in over 100 different countries now, all over the world from all walks of life. And we've helped thousands of traders reach their goals of becoming profitable. See, we're the fastest growing platform out there because we combine university level trading and investing courses, similar to the 3-month educational training program I received at the fund. We paired that with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and provide individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We also do all styles of trading. In True Trading Group, we day trade. We also swing trade, not to mention the BABA trade. Over 200% gain for people that held put options from yesterday into today. I shorted yesterday 133. I covered today 93.72. People that held puts, 200% gain from yesterday into today. This is one example of a swing trade that you're going to get inside a True Trading Group. We do day trades and swing trades, but we also do long-term investment stuff as well. So whenever a moderator in True Trading Group buys or sells anything in their long-term portfolio, you're notified of it. So we tell you what we're doing with our money. It's up to you to whatever you want to do with your own. But we tell you every single thing that we buy and every single thing that we sell, whether it's a stock, an option, a crypto, a futures contract, whatever it is. You get notified for all of it. We have that university level of education and curriculum, okay, that is also paired with $5,000 worth of premium stock market tools. These are tools that, plain and simple, give you more information so you can make better decisions. All right. Successful traders don't get their information, their trade ideas from Twitter and Reddit and Discord groups. Okay. These are tools that are necessary for your success. We give you access to all of them on our platform at no additional cost. Now, they'd cost you around $5,000 if you went to these companies directly and paid for these tools. We've negotiated companies to put their products on our platform at no additional cost, so you guys don't have to pay for them. It saves you around $5,000 a year right there. You're also going to get access to the members of True Trading Group. Hands down, the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders you're ever going to find. And of course, you get all of our trade alerts from myself and the other moderators in True Trading Group that collectively as a group have been able to maintain a win rate cumulatively of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. These are the reasons why you want to be paying attention to the things that we have to say on these live streams. Not to mention that our analysis on the overall markets have been spot on. Today, a wrench was thrown into the system because the Federal Reserve told you today that they expect there to be a mild recession. Now, let me make this very clear. I want to make sure everybody understands what exactly took place today. CPI data came out under expectations on the headline number, in line with expectations on the core number. So it was a decent CPI report. It wasn't amazing, but it also wasn't bad. It was a decent CPI report. Okay. The CPI headline number came in at 5.0 year over year. The expectation was 5.1. Month over month, the CPI headline number came in at 0.1. Expectation was 0.2. Core CPI year over year. Now, core means the CPI inflation data minus food and energy. That's core. That was expected to be 5.6 year over year. It came in at 5.6. That was expected to be 0.4 month over month. It came in at 0.4. Now, the thing about the core CPI number is that it's actually ticked higher from the month prior. That's not something the Fed wants to see. That's not necessarily a good thing. So when that CPI number came out this morning, the markets initially rallied. We ran all the way up to 413 and change on the SPY. It was we started the day with a nice sizable gap up. As you got closer to the close, the market started to pull itself back in. And then you had some Fed speak where you had a Fed speak, and this Fed member, Barkin, came out and starts talking about, oh, well, I'm not impressed by this inflation data. I don't see any evidence of disinflation, that we still have a lot of work to do. Core inflation is still too high. He said everything negatively. He didn't say anything positive about the CPI data or the inflation data in general. And that sent the markets to the downside while we were trying to digest that CPI data. That was this. This move right here was when Barkin started speaking. Barkin is one of the members of the Fed. But the funny thing is Barkin's not a voting member. So Barkin actually does not have a vote on whether or not the Fed raises rates or not, and if they do, how much. They don't have any, Barkin has no impact on the rate decision. So to see the market react negatively like that to his comments was a little bit of a surprise, and we sold off early. But once Fed Barkin was done talking, the market started to gain its footing again. The market started to rally back, going back up towards highs until 2 o'clock. And at 2 o'clock, you got the release of the Fed minutes. And what happened in the Fed minutes changed the entire sentiment of the day. Because for the first time, the Fed staff said we expect a mild recession base case. Now, the Fed staff is not the same as the Fed officials that you all know, such as Jerome Powell. There are hundreds of economists that work at the Federal Reserve. Hundreds. You all know the voting members of the Fed, right? You know Jerome Powell, okay? You know Loretta Mester, okay? You know a lot of these other Fed members that are voting members of the Fed that are on CNBC, that do public speaking, that all know, those are the names that you guys all know. The staff members said they expect a mild recession, but the Fed officials raised rates anyway. They raised rates 25 basis points. These notes are from the meeting on March 22nd. So they raised rates anyway, even though the Fed staff members said we expect a recession. That tells you a very important thing. That tells you that the Federal Reserve officials would much rather have a mild recession than uncontrollable inflation. And that is exactly how they should look at it. I've been telling you for months, I believe we're going to have a mild recession. I've been telling you for months that I think a mild recession is necessary to get inflation back to 2%. You cannot survive at 5-6% inflation. That number must come back to 2%. You asked Jerome Powell, would you rather have a mild recession or runaway inflation? Every single member of the Fed would tell you they'd rather have a mild recession. Today confirms it's coming. The Fed is telling you it's coming. Are you prepared for it? It's no longer a question of if. It becomes a matter of, are you ready? And my fear is that not enough people are ready. How do you become ready is the question. When you have a recession, do you feel ready? You tell me. Do you guys feel like you're ready for a recession? You tell me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you all are ready. You can comment in chat. You tell me if you think that you're ready for it. Now, I know that True Trading Group members are ready for it. True Trading Group members are salivating over the chance of a recession because recessions end up being the greatest buying opportunities in your life when it comes to the long-term portfolio. And it's not even close. Okay? It's not even close. When you look back at every recession that we have ever had, they have turned out to be insane buying opportunities. It's when the market bottoms and a new bull market begins. Every new bull market is preceded by a recession. Recessions reset valuations of assets. 2008 to 2009, if you were buying during that recession, you've created a tremendous amount of wealth over the next 10 years. If you bought during the crash of 2020, when we entered that recession because of COVID, you created a tremendous amount of wealth over the next 2 years. If you bought during the dot-com bubble in 02 and 03 in that recession, you created a tremendous amount of wealth over the next 10 years. If you bought during the early 80s, when you had the double dip recession, tremendous amount of wealth over the next 15 years. Every recession is an opportunity for investors that know what they're doing. You had one woman on CNBC yesterday that actually said, I actually hope that this happens, very selfishly, because it creates tremendous buying opportunities. The problem is retail investors get scared of a recession. They get scared. They think that, oh, the world's going to end. The stock market's going to go down to zero. I'm going to lose all of my money. And they panic sell at the bottom. Let me show you on a chart just an example of kind of what it is that I'm talking about. Okay. If I'll show you on a chart, okay, the SPY, the ETF of the SPY. Okay. Now I can't go back far enough because the SPY wasn't around there in the 80s for me to go all the way back far enough for me to show you. But if you go back when the SPY first started over there in 1988, okay, there was a double dip recession back here in the early 80s, and you can see what the SPY did, okay, in the 90s when you had, the huge explosion of the tech boom, okay? But if I take you all the way back and I take you to the dot-com bubble, which is the recession that all of you can remember, okay, some of you may not remember the recession of the double dip recession of the early 80s, but this is when the dot-com bubble bursted, okay, in 2001, and the recession that followed in 2001, 2002, okay? If you had the wherewithal to be a buyer of the market in 2002, when you had a recession, look at what the markets did the years to follow. A new bull market ensued. So the dot-com bubble ended up being one of the best buying opportunities of your life. Then you had an even worse recession, the worst recession that we've ever had, and that's why it's called the Great Recession. And that happened in 2008 into 2009. And again, if you had the wherewithal to be buying during the recession, you can see what happened for the years to come. Another new bull market had ensued. And then you had the recession of COVID. You had the big sell-off during COVID. If you had the wherewithal to be a buyer during that time frame, which we were. Now, True Trading Group didn't exist in 2008. But if you were on our live streams in March and April of 2020, I was screaming from the rooftops, this is the greatest buying opportunity of your life. I was buying everything I can get my hands on. You don't have to take my word for it. All of our live streams are on this YouTube channel. Go back to the middle of March. Go back to April. Go back to that time period when COVID was crashing. I was screaming at the rooftops, guys, buy as everything, buy this. I'm buying this. I'm buying this. I'm buying this. I'm buying this. It was the greatest buying opportunity of our lives. Okay. And if you bought during these time frames, never mind 2008 or the dot-com bubble, if you bought during the COVID crash, do you see what the markets have done even now? Look how much the markets have pulled back. Everyone feels like the markets have crashed, right? Look at where we are compared to where we were buying in 2020. That's because recessions reset valuations. It gives you a buying opportunity in your long-term portfolio. But most retail investors are too scared to buy when the market is going down. You have to get that out of your head. You want the markets to go down very selfishly. I want the markets to go down. I want this recession to come. I'm not scared of the recession. I'm going to short the crap out of the market and individual stocks, make a ton of money on the way down, then take that money and stick it into the long-term portfolio at discounted prices, and then kick my feet back up on my desk and watch my wealth accumulate while the next bull market takes hold. Because those are market cycles. The stock market's not going to go down 80%. We're not going into this world-ending apocalyptic depression where money is going to be no good and we're all going to use canned food as currency and we're all going to live in the woods together and everything is just useless now. That's not going to happen. But people fall victim to that emotional fear during times of market sell-offs. Warren Buffett very famously said, be greedy when others are fearful. And there's no greater fear than when you are actually in a recession. But that is the moment that you want to be a buyer. Not before the recession, not after the recession, during the recession. Because every single stock market crash in history, every single one of them bottomed in a recession. It didn't bottom before it. It didn't bottom after it. It bottomed in it. Which is why once the recession arrives, you don't panic, you don't freak out, you don't sell. Your time to sell is before the recession. And again, if you've been following our YouTube channel for the last couple of years, you know September and October of 2021, I very publicly on this YouTube channel told everybody I was selling in my long-term portfolio. That was right there. That's where I sold in my long-term portfolio because I anticipated this happening. Again, don't take my word for it. Go back and watch my YouTube live streams from September and October when I told you I'm selling. And now I'm going to be getting ready to very selfishly be buying once that recession arrives. Because that is how wealth is created. By taking advantage when everyone else is crapping their pants. This is important stuff. This is literally life-altering information. Making mistakes during these times can set you and your family back years. By panicking and selling at the bottom instead of buying at the bottom can be the difference between sending your kid to the college that they want, paying for your daughter's wedding, helping your kid with a down payment on their home, taking that family vacation you always dreamed of, or not. It's gut check time. The Fed told you today it is coming. Thanks, you know your stuff, but I'll be waiting till the dust settles. I'll join then. Wendy, biggest mistake of your entire life. I'd rather spend less, get some good picks, and wait till I go all in. Biggest mistake of your entire life. You just said openly, you're going to wait to get educated. You're not going to have any clue what you're doing. You're going to wait until the dust settles. You're not going to know when the dust settles. Because by the time the dust settles, the stock market's gone. You want me to prove that to you? No problem. I'll prove that to you. Let's go back to 2008 and 2009. Because in 2009, we were still in the heart of the recession. 2009 into 2010 was the foreclosure crisis. You had record foreclosures in 2009 to 2010. The unemployment rate skyrocketed in 2009 into 2010 to 10%. You want to know how much the stock market went down in 2009? Take a guess how much the stock market went down in 2009. In the heart of the recession, when unemployment was 10%. Take a guess how much the stock market went down in 2009. It didn't. It went up 22% in 2009. How could that possibly be, you might ask, if we're in the heart of the recession? Because you would say in 2009, the dust certainly has not settled. There's foreclosures left and right. You drive down any suburb in the United States and every other house, you see a foreclosure sign. You talk to your neighbor, they lost their job. That certainly wasn't the dust settling. Unemployment had not stopped going up. Foreclosures had just started. The dust had not settled. It hasn't. But yet the market bottomed in March of 2009. And if you waited until the dust settled, by the time you say the dust settled was 2011, 2012. Look where the market was in 2011, 2012 versus where it was in 2009. Big mistake. I know you're not a TTG member yet, Wendy, obviously, but you would rather gamble $1,000 on stock picks and hide your money under the mattress until the coast is clear, okay, and then complain about how you didn't get ahead. That's not how you get ahead. You get ahead when shit is hitting the fan. That is when you get ahead. That is when you get the prices that you will never see ever again. Now, if you want to wait until the markets go all the way back up and recover, you're going to miss the sell-off. You're going to miss the buying opportunity. It happens time and time again to retail investors and retail traders. Rather than gamble $1,000 on some stock picks that you find on social media that are all trash, get yourself educated, get a professional level of education so that when that time comes, you are ready, rather than try to get yourself ready after it's past you. The opportunity is here. Fortune favors the bold, folks. This is when you put on your adult pants, you dip into your wallet, and you do what is needed in order to get ahead. I can't say it again. It's gut check time. Never in my life have I seen the Federal Reserve tell you we believe a recession is coming. They never do. They'll tell you, oh, we think growth will be zero. They never say there's going to be a recession. The opportunity is here. The opportunity is coming. And I'm going to continue to short the markets on the way down over the next several months. And we're going to take that profit and we're going to start buying the greatest companies on earth and what I believe will be the next wave of unicorns. A unicorn is a stock that goes up more than 10 times. So you're talking about 1,000% gainer or more. Now, if you were an investor of Apple and Microsoft and Amazon, you got 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000% returns on those stocks. Those are not going to be the stocks that are going to get you a 2,000% return going forward. Apple's not going to go from a $3 trillion market cap to a $30 trillion market cap. There's a new wave of technology companies that are going to be set up to give you the unicorn type returns over the next bull market. And you're going to get an opportunity to buy those stocks at discounted prices, like you had an opportunity to buy the Apples, the Amazons, the Microsofts of the world when 2008 and 2009 arrived. There's a reason why members of True Trading Group are not scared right now. Members of True Trading Group, are you scared or excited about what's to come? Members of True Trading Group, just answer. Are you scared or are you excited about what's to come? Just answer. Just say, I'm scared, I'm excited. Just comment in chat. Seriously. You know, this is the stuff that not enough people really talk about. You tell me if you're scared or if you're excited. Comment in chat right now. Scared or excited? Now, anyone that's not a member, whether or not you're scared or excited, I suggest that you pay attention to these people's comments right here, right now. How many do you see say that they're scared? How many do you see say they're excited, they can't wait, they're pumped, can't wait? You tell me. Just read it. Just read it. Now, you might be asking yourself, how could it be that these people are not scared? Everyone is telling you to be scared. There's something to be said about the fear of the unknown. And if you have no idea how to make money in that environment, well, then I guess you should be scared. But that's why members of True Trading Group are not scared. That's why they are excited. I'll prove that to you. Members of True Trading Group, are you guys making money? Type the $sign in chat right now if you're making money and you guys are becoming better traders. Just type the $sign in chat if you're making money and you're becoming a better trader. Just go ahead and type the $sign. Again, anyone that's not a member, pay attention to how many people type the $sign. Folks, these aren't bots. These are people just like you. They were literally just like you, viewers of this live stream, until they joined True Trading Group, got a professional level of education, and now know how to make money when the markets go down. That's why they're excited. Because they feel that they are in a position to profit on the way down and take that money and then buy it in the long-term portfolios. James says, they say you can't time the market, so when is the best time to enter? James, the best time to enter is when it feels the worst. When you feel like it is the absolute worst time to buy a stock, that's when it's the time to buy it. When everybody is panicking, when everybody is saying the world is ending, when fear is at its max, that's when it's time to buy. The best time to buy is the hardest time to buy. I'll say that again. The best time to buy is the hardest time to buy. What I mean by that is, if it feels wrong, if it feels like everything's going lower, if you're scared, everyone's saying the market's crashing, that's when it's the time to start buying. And that's where Warren Buffett's quote comes from. be greedy when others are fearful. And that will occur in the recession. How many people are on this live stream are not members of True Trading Group? Guys, do me a favor. Type TTG in chat right now if you're not a member of True Trading Group. I want to see how many people are on here that are not members. Who am I talking to? Help me out. Just type TTG inside of chat right now if you are not a member of True Trading Group. I'm about to go into something. I need to see who's who before I do. So just type TTG before I get into this so I know who's who. We've got Even, Ryan, Ghost Rider, Steven, Mary, Guillermo, Viral, Richard, Rafi, James, Tactical, Cody, LVN, Livern. Yes, exactly. When there's blood in the streets. Yes, Dave Mattel. Tom Parker, Richard Lee, Lance Briefcase, Vertigo, Eric. Good, guys. We got a lot of people that are on here that are not members of the group here. I just watched, says Faiz. Yes, I'm glad that you're here. But I'm talking about if you're not an actual member of the group, not if you're just on the live stream. Good, guys. Beautiful. All right, we got another one. IG or IO. I can't really see. Yeah. All right, guys. Listen, what I want to do here real quick, actually, let me ask you. Let me ask all of you something. Seriously. Are you not tired? Are you guys not tired of scouring the internet, trying to figure out how to make money? Isn't it? It's got to be tiring. You know, like I'm very lucky that I didn't have to go through 100 YouTube channels, 100 Reddit boards, and 100 Twitter profiles to try to figure out how to make money in the markets. I was taught by professionals. I'm very lucky that was my first job at a college, right? I'm very lucky that was the case. I didn't have to, I got a head start. You have to be tired of being led to slaughter by others. You have to be at this point. It's time for you guys to actually get educated properly. The market's not a scam. The market's not for super smart people. You just have to be taught the proper way to do it. And the sad part is that you're obviously still interested because you're on this live stream, right? Like you wouldn't be here if you weren't interested in the markets and you weren't trying to find ways to make money. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You're not here for my jokes. I'm not that funny. But I'm a damn good trader. And it's because I was taught the right way by other professionals. And so is my team. I'm not the only trader in True Trading Group. There's 9 traders that are with you every single day, giving you their analysis, their commentary, and telling you exactly what they're buying and exactly what they're selling. So you know exactly what we're all doing. We trade everything in True Trading Group: stocks, options, futures, crypto. We day trade, we swing trade, we do all of it. There's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. So my advice to you guys is to stop continuously doing what has not been working for you. Reddit has not been working for you. Twitter has not been working for you. The Discord with 10,000 people in it has not been working for you. This isn't fun and games anymore. This is real life. This is your money. And this is your financial well-being. And where you are 1 year from now will be determined by the actions that you take today. Because like I said, it's coming. But you don't have to be scared about it. What I am proposing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I don't have some special secret formula that in 10 minutes a day will make you $1,000 a day and that's it. No, it's not. I don't have one special secret indicator that nobody else knows about except me and the whole world. And I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm offering you a real chance to be your own boss and to be in control of your own financial situation by making the right decisions instead of making all of the wrong ones repeatedly over and over and over again every time the stock markets go down. That is what I'm offering you. I'm offering you real education, real guidance, real mentorship, real tools. No BS. I'm not offering you a Lamborghini yacht and a mansion. I'm offering you a chance for you guys to take advantage of what are the greatest wealth building opportunities every single time that they occur for the people that act on them. But before you act on them, A, you have to be in a position to act on them, and B, you have to know when and how to act. I'm telling you guys, you can make money with us. In fact, if you can't make money, I'm telling you guys, you can make money with us and with this platform. But and I believe that so much so that if you can't make back the membership fee to True Trading Group, I'll gladly give you back double what you've paid for wasting your time. That's how sure I am. That's how confident I am with the platform that we have created that you could achieve your goals. That I am willing to give you double your money back if you can't make the membership fee back. And we put that in writing right there on our website for you to see and for you to read. Nobody else does that. I see the results that members have. 78% of them renew their membership or have become lifetime members of True Trading Group. They wouldn't be doing that. That many people would not be renewing their membership. We have thousands of members in over 100 different countries around the world. They wouldn't be doing that if they were all just failing. We got to welcome Ricardo. I didn't even say anything yet, Ricardo, about how you can join our group, but welcome, Ricardo. We have 9 laptops left. We had 10 of them. I didn't even say anything yet, but Ricardo, welcome. Ricardo, welcome to the family, brother. You know what? Good for you. Good for you. Seriously. Good for you. I guess it just took the Fed to tell you what I've been saying for the last 6 to 8 months. I hope this is a wake-up call. I really, really, really do. Let me tell you guys how you can join. Ricardo just joined. I don't even know how Ricardo even knew to do that. Do I need to have a certain amount? Because I do have stock long holds. No, Viral Duck, no, absolutely not. You do not need to have a certain amount. Very common misconception is that you need tens of thousands of dollars to do this. It's just not true. We have members in your trading group that have started with just a couple $100s. Don't take my word for it. Members, please help Viral Duck. If you started True Trading Group with less than $1,000 in your trading account, can you guys please comment and chat for Viral Duck and tell them what it is that you started with when you joined? If you had less than $1,000, just please comment for Viral Duck so they can get a better idea of how much money that they need in order to get started. You don't need a certain amount of money. You can start with $100, $200 to get yourself started. You don't need tens of thousands. It's just not true. Read some of the comments. Okay, $300, 300, 500, 300. Okay, what broker do I use? Bobby, I use Lightspeed. $145 for Trader Pam, $300 for Lisa. Eric started with $180, Viral Duck. You do not need tens of thousands. I don't need to keep reading all these comments. You guys can keep reading the comments of what people started with. Douglas started with $200, right? So that's what I'm saying. You don't need this crazy amount of money. Yes, Kathleen Duke, I love you. Kathleen Duke started with $100. 1.5 years later, her account is over $10,000. Folks, these are real people. These are real results. This is what's possible. Now, again, I can't guarantee that you're going to turn $100 into $10,000. But what I can guarantee is if you can't make the membership fee back at least once during your membership, I'll give you back double your money. And you can join today for a 51% discount off the regular membership price, which brings the price all the way down to just $1,067 for the whole year. There's no upsell for courses. There's no upsell for tools. You get every course, you get every tool for $1,067. Now, there's other stuff you can pay for. We have extra stuff if you want to come to an in-person meetup. You want to attend the Traderpalooza. If you want extra individual one-on-one mentorship, there's other things that you can pay for. But all of our courses and all of our tools are included. That's $2.92 a day. That is less than a cup of coffee per day. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and it'll already be, the coupon code should already be in there, TTG121. So the price should already reflect and say 1067. If not, just enter the TTG121 coupon code manually. Guys, that comes out to $20 a week. Do you realize that? That's $20.51 a week. That's $1,067 for the whole year. Now, that's going to get you all of the courses. Now, remember, the courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through and I worked with the fund. Joe, why don't you post the link in chat, actually, so people can see everything that they have access to. Guys, you can click on the link right now that we're posting in chat. It'll show you the full syllabus of everything you're going to learn. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. It's all there for you. There's no upsell for any of those. There's no VIP special courses that cost another $1,000 after you join. We don't play games like that. When you commit to True Trading Group, we commit to you. We give you everything you need. We don't give you half the solution. And we truly feel that we have a solution. And members truly feel that we have a solution, which is why 78% of them continue to renew their membership and stay with True Trading Group. It's the reason why we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. If you paid more than $1,067 to join, type the number 1. This is one of the cheapest this is one of the cheapest prices that our membership has been. Members of True Trading Group have paid anywhere from $1,200 to $1,300 to join this platform. Some paid $1,400, $1,500. You have members that have paid more. If you've paid more than $1,067 to join, type the number 1. Again, non-members, pay attention how many people are typing the number 1. And guess what? They're all still happy as hell. They're all still happy. This is how you know you're getting a great price. Because these people paid more than you and are still here, still happy, still having success, and still progressing. That's how you know. You get Benzinga Pro's live news feed. That's $1,000 on its own if you go to Benzinga. It's included when you pay $1067 to join us. You get congressional trading data to track the trades made by members of Congress. You get TradingView's premium charting software. You get ET&A simulators so you can practice trading with fake money, but with real-time data. You get the Trade Ideas scanner to make sure you're focused on the hottest stock store in the day. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data, a trading journal that tracks all your trades, it breaks it down to the numbers and statistics, a social sentiment scanner, analyst ratings on any stock you want, a watch list where the mods and I tell you every day what stocks we're looking at and the prices we're looking to get short or get long, so you know exactly what our plan is before we even join. All this is included, guys, when you join TTG by going to ttgoffer.com. And you can get the 51% discount. We started walking the priceless membership up. You could have got it the other day for just $900. Now we're at $1067, and we're walking this back to $1,500. Save yourself the $400. Get it now for $1067. The normal price is $2212 if you were just to go to our website without anything here on a live stream or getting this coupon code. You guys can get a 51% discount because you're here. Because I know that you are interested about how to make money in this market. Some of you may even be scared. Take advantage of this offer. Go to ttgoffer.com and get that 51% discount. The next 9 people to do so will be getting a free laptop with their membership. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you live. You live on Earth, I'll get you the free laptop. We have members in over 100 different countries. We've sent them their laptops. We cover shipping. It's free. There's only 9 of them left, though. Ricardo took one. There's 9 left. How do you know you're one of the 9? As long as you see one inside the checkout cart when you go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see it, that's how you know that you're getting one. Okay. And again, if you guys can't make back the membership fee, $1,067. Go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group. Do those 3 things. If you can't make $1,067 back at least once, I'll give you back $2,134. That is double what you're going to pay to join us. Now, I can do that because our refund rate is only 2.51%, and that's our refund rate going back to 2016. If our refund rate was 20%, 15%, I wouldn't offer you double your money back. It's right there in writing. It's on the checkout page. Real big, double money back guarantee. Here it is. Now, if you're a trial member, or you used to be a trial, or you used to be an annual member, you have to text us so we can whitelist your email address. You got to send us a text to 786-505-4049. Again, that's 786-505-4049. Phone number's right down there, at the bottom of your screen. Text that number, and we will whitelist your email so you can get this discount. You can also text that number if you have any questions about the membership or the platform or trading, anything. We're a fully transparent, open book. You can text that number. You'll be talking to a real person. You guys have any trouble signing up, any questions, you guys text that number at the bottom of the screen. All right. There we have it. Take advantage of it, folks. Time is now. The market's still up here. We're still sitting, we're still sitting at 408 on the SPY. Let me kind of go over this stuff with you guys on what my expectations are now for this market going forward, because, with the Fed telling us, I think maybe to have this conversation, I'll actually bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. I'll bring on Adam. So he kind of helped me have this conversation. So everybody, why don't you guys give a big warm ayo welcome to my business partner and co-founder of TTG. Say what's up to Adam.
What's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
What's up? All right. So yeah, I got some questions.
I got some answers.
All right. So I'd love to know where, there's a lot of people that are really, really thirsty, man, really thirsty right now to get the good deal on these companies and everything. I guess my question would be, how much longer do we have to wait? When do you see the actual, when do you see it being the actual time? I know you don't have a crystal ball, right?
Yeah.
But when do you see the actual time, or about the time that we'd be able to start digging in,
I think we start to sell off going into the summer. I think the sell in May and go away, that's like a very common saying on Wall Street. I think that will hold true this year. I think we'll sell off in the summer. And then I think we'll sell off a little more in September, October. And by the time you get to Q3, Q4 of this year is when, if I'm right, the cash I have on the sideline will find a home.
Okay, fair enough. We got to welcome Ronald.
Ronald, welcome to the family, brother. That means we're down to 8. That means we are down to 8.
Yeah, you'll still be able to get the price, but we just won't have the laptop. So that price is good till midnight. The laptops are good until whenever they sell out.
Yeah, that 1067 price point, guys, which is the 51% off. That's the price till midnight tonight. After midnight, the price goes up, but only the next 8 people get the laptop. And again, you'll know you're getting a laptop if you see one in the checkout cart when you go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see that in the cart, that's how you know you're getting one. Steven said, what kind of laptop?
Yeah, it's a brand. I got it. It's a brand new Acer, Asus, or Lenovo laptop. It's going to be, I think it's like a 14-inch screen. It's gonna, depending on which you get. I mean, they're not, they're not a MacBook Pro, but it's an excellent free gift. It's worth a couple $100. If you don't want it, you can always sell it on eBay.
Right.
And pocket the money and trade with it, or give it as a gift.
Yeah, that's what I always say. You can use it to trade with, give it to your kid for school, sell it on eBay, put the money back in your account. Whatever. It's a free gift. It's worth a few. It's worth a few $100. Like I said, it's not a MacBook Pro, okay, but it's a wonderful free gift for joining the family. It's worth a few $100.
Yeah, you could definitely use it to trade with while you're on the go. It's very good. We're going to be out of them after today. I'm going to try and get some Amazon Fire tablets for the rest of the week.
Cool.
And the shipping is free anywhere in the world. Yeah. So, all right. Do you think that it is a foregone conclusion that PPI data is going to come in light or in line with how CPI came in today?
The last time you had the PPI data, it was actually a lot lower and a lot better than the CPI number. I would be surprised if the PPI data came in hot. Mm-hmm. If the CPI data was slightly under and in line based on regular and core. So I would expect something similar out of the PPI data, kind of slightly under and in line. I don't think you're going to see, a significantly hotter PPI number, but you never know with these data points. It came in ice cold last month. PPI all across the board was significantly lighter than expected.
At this point, there's basically like a 0%, not 0%, but there's a very small percentage chance that the Fed pauses their rate hikes right now, right?
Right now, the market is pricing in a 70% likelihood of a 25 basis point hike in May. There is no Fed meeting in April. May 3rd is your next Fed meeting. So May 3rd, there's a 70% likelihood that they raise 25 basis points.
And you believe that the market has already priced that in, or is currently pricing it in right now?
Yes, I do. What I think the market is also pricing in, though, which if they don't get, won't like, is a pause after this 25 basis point hike. So I think the markets are okay with a 25 hike if it's followed by a pause. I don't think the market's going to be okay if there's a 25 hike and the Fed still insinuates we're going to raise again in June because there's another Fed meeting in June. So I think the market's going to look for and completely expect the 25 hike. But I think the market's also going to expect some verbiage that insinuates they're pausing. And if they tell you they're not done yet, I don't think the markets will like that.
Got it. All right. I mean, what time does PPI come out tomorrow?
8:30.
Okay.
What just happened to Baba? We might have some news.
No doubt.
We might have some news on Baba.
Well, first we got to welcome Faiz or FaZe.
FaZe, welcome to. Oh yeah, SoftBank is selling their Baba stake. Should have held the short. No, there's no way I could have known that news was going to come out. But Faiz, welcome to the TTG family. That means we're down to 7. That means we're down to just 7 of these laptops, guys. So I covered my Baba short today. So since I have Baba on my screen, and I went over this yesterday. So I shorted Baba right here yesterday at 133 cents. And I got flat Baba today right there. Okay, so there's where I shorted it yesterday. There's where I got flat. And news just broke right now as we are live. And I just got this from our Benzinga news feed, which is something that you guys all have access to when you become a member. This will cost you $1,000 if you go to Benzinga. It is included with your membership on our platform when you join for 1067. SoftBank moves to sell down most of its Alibaba stake, being reported by the Financial Times. And that is what just caused Baba to drop from 94 down to 90 and a half. I'm not still short this position. Full disclosure, I am not short anymore. So I'm not able to take advantage of this news that is coming out right now with SoftBank selling their Baba stake. But that is going to hurt. SoftBank has a huge position in Alibaba, and that is going to pressure this stock big time. That's why you're dropping right now. Now $90. Woo! Is there any members still in this? I don't know if you guys, any members that are still on this
Maybe
short?
explain to non-members why you're getting excited about it right now.
Why I'm getting excited? I mean,
yeah, that maybe don't know that you're in the trade, or that you were in the trade, or that this was a trade. Or...
I literally just.
All right, do it again, bro.
So again, guys, right here is where I shorted it yesterday at 133 cents, and we took profit right here, right before the close. Was a fantastic swing trade. Some members caught a 200% gain on put options. I'm out of the trade right there, but then now news just came out that SoftBank is selling down most of its Alibaba stake. And that's why the stock is trading now down here at $90 with that news. Obviously, no way I could have known that news was going to come out, that SoftBank is trying to sell off their position. But that should pressure this stock even further. And that's why I was just curious if there were any members of True Trading Group that were still in. Wow, J.E. Blanco got a 3. Oh, you sold early. It would be 300% gains. Yeah, this would have been, oh man. I mean, this was a monster trade, but even if we were still in it, it'd be even bigger. That 200% would have been, 300, 350%. So this will still be on watch for me tomorrow. Maybe with this news here, that could be just another catalyst to take the stock to the downside. I would watch, guys. What I'm going to look for now, okay, is a gap fill to take you back to 88. So tomorrow we can look 92, 92 and a half resistance to possibly be short down to 88. So that's going to be a game plan for us tomorrow. So this level, this 200-day moving average is 92. This pivot low and gap entry is 92. So now that we're under 92, we'll look for any opportunity back into 92 tomorrow to be short at 92 and roll it over and take profits down at 88, 87 and a half for the final take profit. So that'll be a trade idea for us for tomorrow.
This is a good question. I'd like to answer it, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
So Steven wants to know what kind of gains could we expect if we follow everything about this program to the T? Steven, honestly, brother, anything that we were to say to you to answer that question would be a complete guess.
Yeah.
We want you to sign up, but we don't want to have to tell you a bunch of crap that you want to hear to do.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's kind of what makes us different. How much gains can you make? I have no idea. Sky's the limit, brother. I mean, trading is a pretty awesome profession. It's one of those things where you can, control your loss. Like you can control how much you lose, but you can't really, you're not in control of how much you make. So, we have members that have done very, very well. We've had members that have, made, well over $1 million with us. And we've had members that have turned $100 accounts, into several $1,000 accounts and everything in between. So I don't,
it's just not, it wouldn't be responsible.
It wouldn't be responsible, and it would be a complete guess, dude.
Yeah, man. Like to say, oh, if you follow it to the T. Well, you also have to realize there's 9 professional traders that are with you. So when you say follow to a T, does that mean you're going to follow every single trade alert that every single one of us sends out? Because what I can tell you is that collectively as a group, the 9 of us, when you average us all together, have a win rate of around 80%. But, if you, I have no idea what percentage gain you're going to get. Are you trading equities? Are you trading stocks? Are you trading options? Are you trading futures? It's just any number I give you is just completely out of thin air. It just wouldn't be responsible for me to tell you, oh yeah, you can expect 100% return on your money. That's just a complete nonsense. And I'm not going to BS you, bro. I'm not going to BS you. I'm not going to sit here and say, join True Trading Group, you'll be a millionaire in 30 days. You'll quit your job in 40 days. I'm not going to tell you that. What I will tell you is that when you join True Trading Group, you're going to get a real level of education that's going to help you, that's going to give you the best chance that you can have in order to become successful and become profitable in this market. That is what I will tell you. But, to try to put a number on what you're going to gain, it's not responsible for me to do that. And I'm not going to. I know that's probably not the answer you wanted to hear, brother. But
what's the median percentage of standing accounts? I can't give you that. Here's something I can give you. We did this as a survey. Again, a lot of variables here. So, even this, I wouldn't, I'd take with a little bit of a grain of salt here, but where is it? We did a survey in chat. We wanted to see, how many people have made their membership back and how many times have they made it back, right? So It turns out that 69% of the majority of our members have made back their membership, right? At least one time. Out of that 69%, right? 15% made it back one time. 20% made it back 2 to 3 times. 10% made it back 4 to 5 times. 5% made it back 6 to 7 times. 5% made it back 8 to 9 times. But 14% made it back 10 times or more.
Right. Now, again,
there's a ton of variables in that.
Ton of variables because you don't know, who's
what they started
who has
with.
$200 in their account.
Idea.
Right. Who has $200 in their account? Who has $200,000 in their account? But that's telling you how many times people have made their membership fee. So that's going to be, so if you made your membership fee back, now you're talking about a 100% return on your investment into this membership. If you made it back 10 times, all right, now you're talking about, that's how many, you're talking about a return on your investment into the platform. There's so many variables though, Steven.
Right. And then the other thing we could show you is we could ask members real quick, how many of you have become full-time trainers? These, we can, Mike, if you want to ask that, these are things that we can ask.
Right. Members, if you guys are members and you've become a full-time trader with True Trading Group, do me a favor and type the number 1. If you're now a full-time trader because of TTG, type the number 1 inside of chat, please. So Steven, so these are the data points that we could show you to show you what is the average percentage gain of every one of our members' accounts is impossible because we're not a broker. We don't actually have our members' accounts and we don't have the members' money in their accounts like that. So it would be impossible for us to give you that statistic.
We also know it's a lot more than 2.
Oh, yeah. So, Steven, I hope, listen, like I said, man, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. I'm like, I guarantee you 100% return on your, no. But I hope you respect the honest answer, and it's the best that I can give you.
Cool. All right. Well, I no further questions, Your Honor.
No, all set. Yes, the laptops do ship to Canada, Steven. The laptops ship anywhere. We have members in.
Yeah, but hold 1 second. Specifically with Canada, you don't need to pay. You don't need to pay the import fee for Canada. So sometimes when you ship electronics into Canada, I know this because we've done it. They try and charge you an import fee. You don't have to even pay that.
Yeah, Canada's brutal with the fees. They try to you can go there. You know, they've actually questioned me before if I was bringing a watch to like sell it. I was like, no, man, this is my watch. Like, I wear it. Yeah, they can get crazy with that kind of stuff. But yeah, we ship anywhere in the world, Steven. We have members in the Philippines, in India, Brazil, Mexico, Thailand, Nigeria, Egypt. We have members all over the world. So we'll get to that laptop. I can tell you I've been in other paid rooms before, and today was my first day in chat room with TTG, and I was impressed. I haven't even begun to explore the layout yet. Gold Miner, I'm really glad to hear you say that because, guys, Gold Miner, just so you know, Gold Miner joined yesterday on the live stream, and Gold Miner has been a viewer of our live streams for a long time. I recognize your username. I mean, you're always pretty active on the stream. I feel like you've been a viewer for over a year on the YouTube channel. So to see you just joined yesterday, to have that, you know, for you to have that first impression and to have that comment, you know, makes me feel good. I'm glad that you're finally part of the group. I know you've had some bad experiences with other groups before, which is why you were hesitant to join. And you're not alone on that. You know, there's a lot of members of True Trading Group that were hesitant at first because they've had bad experiences. Now they regret they didn't join sooner. Type the number 2, guys, members of TTG. Type the number 2 if you've been part of a group in the past and now you were skeptical at first, rather. If you were skeptical at first, now your only regret is you didn't join sooner. Type the number 2. Just type the number 2 in chat if you were skeptical at first. Now your only regret is you didn't join sooner. You know, just look. Yeah, Gold Miner, you're not alone, man. And anyone else, Steven or anybody else that is skeptical, I'm telling you, just look. Look at all these people. All these people were skeptical at first. And now they regret they didn't join sooner because they feel that they could have been in a much better position in their trading and in their investment careers had they joined sooner. But, you know, it's better late than never, guys, especially with what's coming, especially what the Fed told you today, that they think a mild recession is coming. It's time to put the adult pants on, and it's time to get down to business. All right. Colton Brown, I love you, dude. I really like Colton. Colton goes, I thought it was snake oil, but it's all organic, baby.
I mean, so is snake oil.
You know what he means.
Hang on, I'm gonna show you something.
Anybody have any questions for me? I want to get into what I expect from tomorrow because tomorrow's a big day too.
Here, look at this.
Oh yeah, this is our member map, guys. Guys, check this out. This is our member map. It shows you.
Well, now you know how many members. So. All right. So here, yeah. I mean, log in. You'll be able to see. Where's Canada? We have a ton of members in Canada. I don't know who lives. Oh, Sockeye Salmon. So if I mouse over the pinpoints, I can get the usernames of the people.
Very cool.
Keep talking. I'm going to play with this for a minute.
All right, guys. So you can, on Adam's screen, you can see.
We have 86 people in Hawaii. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, Hawaii, I can't. The time difference is killer. It's almost 100 people in Hawaii.
It's awesome. They should start their own TTG. Like weekend coffee sessions. 100 people in Hawaii. Those that are on the same island. So in regards to the SPY, guys, I'll kind of talk to you guys about the SPY a bit here because tomorrow you have some really big data coming out. Tomorrow and Friday, honestly, could be even bigger than today because tomorrow you're going to get the PPI data, but you're also going to get jobless claims. Now, if you remember last week, the market got very anxious when the jobless claims came in higher than what was expected. It's the first time last Thursday was the first time that initial and continuing jobless claims.
You know what, Mike? You know what I just saw?
What?
We have members in Russia and we have members in Ukraine.
Maybe they could negotiate peace talks.
Maybe True Trading Group can end the war.
Maybe True Trading Group could end the war.
Look.
Bring the world together through TTG. Maybe we can do it. It's all up to us, Adam.
Jesus Christ.
It's all up to us.
Trader of the Year and a Nobel Peace Prize? I don't know.
Imagine something that we can all agree on. We all want to.
We still don't have any members in Iran.
No members in Iran?
Got a couple in Saudi. We got a bunch in India.
No members in North Korea.
I don't think that it would show.
I don't think it would show either.
Or China. I'm floored. This always gets me, right?
Nigeria?
We have 3 members in Nigeria. You know what that means? That means that there are 3 Nigerians that sent me money to the United States. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
I love it.
Is that Kenya?
Huh?
Is that Kenya?
Where? Yeah, we got 4 in Nairobi.
Wow, we have 4 members in Nairobi?
Yeah.
Wow. Guys, this is the community that you're joining.
It is a literal global community. That's what you are becoming a part of.
Yep.
11,448 people.
Yep.
How many in the Netherlands? I'm really bad at geography.
Oh, come on, man. Nope. It's okay. The Netherlands is in Europe. Okay. Go over by like Denmark, above Germany. Go above Germany. There you go.
Is that it?
I can't see. It's too small on my screen.
Is it like Sweden, Norway? Oh, Netherlands. Here. I got it. Sorry.
Yeah. So I said by Germany.
Yeah, we got a couple. We got some in Amsterdam, some in Schiedam.
Any members from Hong Kong or Taiwan? Yeah, I think we do.
Oh, we have a ton in Hong Kong.
Ton in Hong Kong.
Hang on, let me go out. All right, maybe a ton was the wrong verbiage. But we have 7 in Hong Kong. We definitely have some in Taiwan. We have a member in Shenzhen. Where's Taiwan? Yeah, we got 6 in Taiwan, or 5 in Taiwan.
Awesome. So yeah, guys. So I'll take you guys back over to the charts for the SPY, because like I said, tomorrow you're getting the jobless claims data, and what you're going to want to pay attention to now, I think, is that the PPI data, I don't think is going to really be a shock or anything new tomorrow, but the jobless claims data can. And if you have another jobless claims number that is, significantly higher than what the expectations are, that I think rattles the markets a bit further. And I think you look for a move down to 402. So here, there's 2 support levels that I want you to watch. And I think the jobless claims number would break you under the first support level. The first support level is 406.
Mike, okay. Still nothing in Antarctica.
Yeah, you might have a hard time getting internet down there. Maybe Elon Musk can let us tap into a satellite or something. So here's this 406 level. You see what support for these 3 consecutive days.
We got 1 person in Greenland.
Oh, wow. And then there's resistance there in early March. And then prior to that, you can see the pivot support. So this 406 level is a key level. That's a level of support. But if the jobless claims number tomorrow is significantly higher than expected, I would expect us to break underneath that 406, and then you make a move to 402 would be the target. Now, 402 becomes a target because this is a very obvious level. The 50-day moving average, that's that blue line you see, the dark blue line, not this light blue. The dark blue line you see on my screen is the 50-day. And then you have resistance right here at 402, resistance there at 402. That's the Fed day. And then resistance here at 402, which is the day we found out about Silicon Valley Bank being in trouble. So that's a big level of support. And if the jobless claims number tomorrow is significantly higher than expected, and the PPI data, is not anything of a massive surprise, to the downside, meaning, so if the PPI data is way under like it was last time, maybe that can help stabilize the market. But if you get a PPI that's kind of in line, or maybe the core is a little higher and the jobless claims number is higher than expected, that could really put pressure on the markets, I think. And you could be looking at a move to 402, and we'll look to be short the markets. And then Friday is a big day too. Friday, you have retail sales, and that's going to be, the consumer. And you could be looking at a break below 402 on retail sales as the economic data is just not good. And this market can continue to the downside. And we could be in the mid 390s, 396, 397, by Friday, if this data really comes in, worse than expected. So these are going to be some really big data points that we're going to be paying attention to. And now that the staff at the Fed said we expect a mild recession, now that that's the case, the market's going to want to be paying attention to how is the economy holding up. And if retail sales are under expectations and jobless claims are above expectations, then that's a really real significant sign of the economy weakening towards that recession. And the markets, in my opinion, trade to the downside, and we short a bunch of stuff going into that. So you still have some big data points coming out over the next 2 days. Those are the levels, 406, 402, and then I would say like 397. And I'm going to be really focusing on those levels, and I'm going to try to be short depending on the data. But if the data is weak, I'll be short down into those levels, and I'll take profits off when we get to those levels. And that's it. That's the game plan. That's how we're going to do it. So the Fed gave you a surprise today, right? The Fed gave you a surprise, and now it's time for us to, readjust and position and make money. We killed it on Baba. We killed it on Meta. Non-members have a yard sale. Use a credit card. Join if at all possible. You'll be glad you did. Wise words from Ed Terrell. Wise words. All right, folks. So what I'll do here is I'll actually show you guys what the platform looks like. Now I'm done with the educational stuff. I'm done with the analysis. I'll show you guys what the platform looks like so you can see what you're going to get for the 1067. Okay. This way you guys will know what you're getting. So if you're not interested in the platform at all, you're not interested in the membership, you can sign up the live stream. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel before you go. If you are interested, let me show you what it looks like, because again, when you join, you get access to our entire platform, all the courses and all the tools. Let me show you some of the stuff.
Colton says, obvious, well, don't go into debt. Take care of yourself. Nonsense. Second mortgage your house, sell a kidney, sell a family member. This is the greatest investing opportunity of a generation.
He's kidding. Well, he's serious about it being the best investment opportunity, but he's kidding about second mortgaging your house and selling a kidney. So yeah, let me show you guys what all the stuff looks like. Of course, you're going to get access to.
Don't talk for me.
All right. Of course, you guys are going to get access to the chat room. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. I'm calling out trades, answering questions. We're with you from pre-market all the way through till the close. We're not gone after an hour or two. We're there with you the whole day. You have the mobile app. The mobile app will let you guys see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when the mods enter and exit trades. So if you can't be in front of your computer, we've got you covered. 2 small private study groups help speed up your learning curve. The Benzinga Pro newsfeed, live up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. This will cost you $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included with your membership. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. It's included with your membership. The Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform for you guys to see what are the hottest stocks during the day. That's included. A simulator from ETNA lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money, but real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. This will cost you just under $1,000 if you go to ETNA directly. It's included with your membership. You get our own proprietary scanner, lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. A trading journal tracks your trades and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner tells you which stocks are being mentioned most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in to see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. A watch list every day the mods publish tells you what stocks we're looking at with detailed game plans on how we plan on trading them, where we're buying, where we're shorting, so you know exactly what the plan is before the market even opens. Then you get all the courses. Guys, again, the courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at the fund. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. You get access to all of it when you join for $1067. There are no upsells for courses. You get access to every one of them. Then you get a video library that's got about 600 hours of workshops that we've conducted with members live covering different topics. And then you can start attending these workshops live yourself when you guys become full-time members. Folks, it's time you guys invested in something real, a real platform to prepare you for what's to come. I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just by joining True Trading Group, but I can guarantee if you go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend the study group, and do not make the membership fee of $1,067 back at least one time during your membership, I will give you back $2,134. And the next 7 people that go to ttgoffer.com, you'll get a free laptop. We ship anywhere in the world. You don't have to enter your address. You're going to get a welcome email after you join. In the welcome email will be instructions how to claim the free laptop, so be on the lookout for it. Again, if you're a previous trial, or previous member, we got to whitelist your email. Text us 786-505-4049. If you're having a hard time signing up, text that number. We'll help you. We'll answer any questions that you guys do have. The 1067 price point is good until midnight tonight, and then the price is going to go up again. It was just 900 a couple days ago, guys. Now it's 1067. It's going to continue to climb. Save yourself the extra few $100. Get involved on the 1067 price point right now. ttgoffer.com. Again, you'll know you're one of the 7 people getting a laptop as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart. Thanks for joining me tonight. I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the live. Congrats to those that profited on Meta and Baba. 2 fantastic swing trades for us. Exited both of them today. Wonderful trades. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Big data coming out tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. I'll see you guys there live. Have a great night.